Apparently, Zoom has an option for us to raise the hand too.
I guess I haven't used that previously. It hasn't been necessary because people don't really talk and we've not had a problem with it. But yeah, I guess you can.
Maybe I'm going to try it.
There you go. I don't know what'll happen when you do.
I guess we can't pick which hand we want to raise, right?
No, it looks like it's only the left hand.
Do you have that feature too, Guy,
What?
to raise your hand?
Oh.
Hey, guys.
There it is. Yes, I do. So
Okay,
that's good. 4 of us.
all right. Thank you, everybody. Let's get going. So Maureen, do you want to do the niceties first?
All right,
Formality?
well, let's just start with, this is a special meeting of the Berlin Conservation Commission on May 28th, 2021 at 11 o'clock a.m. The special meeting agenda with remote Zoom access was posted on the town website in accordance with statutes and executive orders as required. Access to this meeting is available to the public as well as the commission members. There is no in-person access during this meeting. We ask that if you're not speaking, you mute your device so that everyone can hear the person who is speaking without any additional background noise. And every time you speak, please announce who is speaking for the record so that we have a clear record of the proceedings. I think that's good.
I think so too. Thank you. Hold, can you hear me? Hi. Okay. Hey, Karen, how are you?
Hi, Mike. Good. How are you, Michael?
Good. Karen, you're on with Tom, Guy. I did see Joseph, he popped out, and then Maureen is here too.
Okay,
So-
thanks.
So the purpose of the meeting is to discuss the water options for the community garden. We talked about it a little bit last meeting, and we're under the calendar. Actually, today is the last day that we can issue POs. And Steve Wood did get a bona fide quote for the solar pump, and it met all of his and Bill Jackson's
However,
requirements. So
Yeah.
there was
Thank
there was a need for a new pump, and there was also a request from the garden coordinator, the garden, for a couple of new rain barrels too for the furthest end of the garden to help them with dragging a hose that doesn't really reach the furthest corner. So Maureen, I don't know if there's nothing if you have to share, but I think the purchase of the solar pump was 1,600. Do you have the exact number?
$1599.99. That does not include the battery backups that were discussed. And Steve's on the line. Perhaps he can tell us if there's any
Oh, he is.
additional parts or supplies that are needed on top of that, that we should include in the purchase order and the order from the commission. And nor does it include the rain barrels that I think you're going to discuss separately.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Steve.
So yeah, the $1,600 will get us the pump, the control panel, and an extra solar panel. Currently, there are 3 100-watt solar panels out there. The system runs optimal on 4 100-watt solar panels. My suggestion is let's purchase the unit, the additional solar panel, hook everything up and see where we're at. We currently have 2 deep cycle 12-volt batteries on site that we've been using with the system that's out there. Those are probably pushing I think 3 or 4 years old, but I think before we spend an extra $240 on two more batteries, let's see exactly where we are with that. And then also, we're going to try to run it off of the 3 panels. We probably won't get all the amount of water pressure we need right away, but it'll actually give the ground staff to fabricate something over the winter that'll adequately hold and evenly distribute all the weight of the 4 solar panels. And that'll prevent an additional cost to you guys as well.
That's great. Thank you, Steve. So the 1,600 would cover that. I also, so Maureen, do the barrels have to be a separate discussion? Isn't that part of the water option that we're here?
Yeah, I think it should all be part of the water option, although they will be separate POs because it'll be coming
Okay.
from a different place.
So
But
Steve,
it
I don't know if
was
you
all
heard,
Intended to include on the agenda as water options
thank
in
you.
general.
That's what that's what I did. So Steve, I did see some pricing on the water barrels. So the type that are there, the 55, 58 gallon with the metal spigot at the bottom and the fill hole on the top, same color, that brick colored red, off red. Anyway, $199 each. And I checked on Amazon and it was the same price there. So they got it all down to a science with the pricing. So I don't know if how you feel about that, but we did have an issue with the furthest plot of the garden with the hose reaching there, even with the, I don't know if the improved water flow will help that if the hose doesn't reach, but what's your thoughts?
I saw your email that you sent to Maureen and I yesterday, and I agree with you. It doesn't hurt anything to appropriate $1 to Home Depot to potentially buy rain barrels at $200 a piece if we come to find out that the new pump isn't adequate. But I'm pretty sure that the gardeners are going to be more inclined to grab the hose and water their gardens with a hose pumping 5 gallons a minute before they're going to go over and fill a 58 gallon drum. That's just me. And I think it's another way to kind of save some money. If you have to spend it in the long run, you have to, but in the meantime, you're saving $400 not purchasing 2 more of those, and also saving another $200, $300 not buying the batteries.
All right, good. Thank you. Good expertise there. So I guess we can wait and see how the pump works first, and then we'll revisit the issue if we have to.
Right, because we could probably, if the pump's working great, we probably can relocate those barrels to other parts of the garden so that there's not 3 barrels centrally located near 2 plots. Because it seems like all the barrels are located by the pump, where if we distribute those evenly across the garden, it might get more use by everybody.
Great. Okay. So the final question that I have before I yield here is Steve, any lead discussion on lead time after you place the purchase order?
Yep, I talked to them last Tuesday or Wednesday, and she informed me that if we ordered it that day, it would ship that night. So I would imagine if we call her today, it'll ship before their closing of business. We should have it in the Parks and Grounds Department, I would imagine no later than Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.
Wow. Okay. That's quick. Good. So the final thing for everybody to digest before I stop talking here is Maureen, correct me if I'm wrong, we do have $5,777 and maybe miscellaneous change in our garden fund. So the appropriation we're talking about now is roughly $1,600.
Yes.
And we do have $5,777 available.
That is
And I'm done.
correct.
What's that?
That is correct.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions? Nope. There's Joe. Hi.
Hi, it's Guy Hoffman, Vice Chair. Steve, if I understood you correctly, as far as the rain barrels, should we still potentially approve that so that we get a like you said, open up a PO in case we need them?
I would suggest that. It just makes things a lot cleaner.
So then we should still have a proposal, a motion to at least potentially buy those. If, if needed or something like that, to approve the purchase of the 2 rain barrels.
Right,
Well,
kind of the way it works is like, Mike alluded to, is today is the last day you can open a PO.
Right,
So, and I think you guys have another meeting in a couple of weeks.
right.
So if you open up the PO for $1 or you open the PO up for $400, as long as the PO is open, we can utilize it.
Right, and we won't be able to utilize it till after the start of the next fiscal year, right?
Well, no, we would use, if we open the PO now.
No, I'm saying if we didn't do it, our
Right.
option, it pushes us off another 6 weeks or longer.
And there's no issue to carry that PO over to the new fiscal year?
You just close it and reopen another one for the next fiscal year.
Okay, great. Good idea. Okay. So I think, anybody else have any questions or comments? Okay. So I think we need 2 separate, well, again, Maureen, they're both water related. Can we keep them as one motion?
I think that would be at your pleasure. It'll probably be cleaner to do it 2 motions so that we have their separate POs. It's
Okay.
probably cleaner, what you're purchasing.
Okay, so then would somebody please we need a motion, first one for approving the purchase of a new solar well pump for the garden, approximately $1,600. And then the second separate motion would be to open a PO for potential future use for up to 2 rain barrels, I guess, at a cost of $200 each approximately.
This is Joe Mazza. I'll make a motion to move forward with purchasing of the solar panel and the well pump as described by Mr. Wood.
This is Karen Pagliaro. I second it.
Okay, can I do a roll?
Yeah,
Sharon,
hold on. Technically, let me see, we got Joe. Karen,
Yes.
I think technically, well, Maureen, can Karen as an alternate second motions?
yes, as long as she's seated for the item.
Got it.
So she acts as a full member while she's seated on that item. So I'll do a roll, okay?
Okay.
Chairman DiLorenzo,
Aye, approved. Aye, rather.
Tom Heisler,
Aye.
Nice little hand there, Tom. Good job.
Guy Hoffman, right?
Aye.
Yeah, okay. I'm checking on who's here. Joe Mazza
Aye.
and Karen Pagliaro.
Aye.
Okay,
So
carried
moved.
unanimously.
Thank you. Second motion for the rain barrels.
I can do that if you wish. It's Karen Pagliaro. I move that we open a PO for $400 for the purchase of 2 rain barrels at the cost of $200 each as needed.
This is Tom Heisler. I second that motion.
Thank you. Roll call, Maureen.
Chairman DiLorenzo,
Aye.
Tom Heisler,
Aye.
Guy Hoffman,
Aye.
Joe Mazza,
Aye.
and Karen Pagliaro.
Aye.
Okay,
So moved. Okay, we have, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks, Steve, for all your work and chiming in on your day off too. I appreciate that. We need one final motion and then everybody can have a nice weekend.
Guy Hoffman, Vice Chair, I make a motion to adjourn.
I second it. Karen Pagliaro.
and you can just do a consensus for adjournment.
Aye.
However, you just agree.
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. All right, everybody.
11.
Maureen,
Happy weekend.
same to you. Thank you.
too.
Be
Happy
safe.
holidays.
Thank
Steve.
you.
Thank you, Maureen.
care,
Appreciate
everyone.
it. You
Yep.
too.
Maureen, do you want to give me a quick call on my cell?
Sure.
All right,
Hey,
thank
can
you.
you call me?
7060.
Yeah,
Thanks,
See you later.
everybody.
thanks.
Bye
Thank
now.
you. Have a nice
Bye.
holiday.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you too, Tom.